Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Thank you again, Money Radio. That's right, this is David Kogan with Eliances. This show is all about heroes. And what an incredible morning it has been. Absolutely incredible. We had the hero who discovered a mysterious crown in Arizona. Mitch Bolnick, he discovered it with him and his son. He's running a number of companies. We also had the hero who is a real master of illusion, has a hit show on CW network TVs, performed all over, Michael Grandinetti. And we just had the hero. She was head of the largest agency under President Obama, the GSA director, Martha Johnson. And our next hero for today's morning show is the lead actor from the TV series Highlander, working on a variety of other projects. In fact, he's been in a ton of different movies and everything, and we're going to talk with him, but make sure you listen real careful because the project he's working on now is so unique and so cool. I'm so excited to get started. Adrian Paul, thank you so much this morning for being here. What projects are you working on now?
Obviously, I have the Sword experience, which we just launched. So that started last year, but we officially launched this year. We've done 2 events already, and we have events scheduled, 1 per month for the rest of the year, pretty much. I'm about to work on a film tomorrow for a couple of days called Airspeed. I have another one I'm doing in June, I think it is. That's supposed to be verified another month or so. I've got my funding on 2 other pictures that I'm working on. I'm actually going to a meeting very shortly to finalize some of the financing on that. One's going to be shot in England, believe it or not, a western in England. So I've got, I know, go figure that. I'm fairly busy. And on top of that, I have my Peace Fund, which is my charity that I've worked on for 18 years, and my radio show each week, Peace Fund Radio, which deals with kids' issues.
Amazing. I mean, with all of these projects, I mean, you must not sleep. It's not possible to sleep with everything you're doing.
Well, I don't sleep anyway because I have 2 kids. One's 3.5 and the other one's 6, so 7 in the morning they're in anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's called... You have to juggle a little bit, and you have to really sort of program your life in a sense, see which ones work.
Now, you've been in over 30 films, 200 hours of television experience. Some of your film credits, besides being the lead in the series Highlander, you've also been War of the Worlds, Dark Shadows, The Owl, Murder, She Wrote, Love Potion number 9. I mean, the list just goes on. But what is your favorite film or TV experience role that you've been in? What has really kind of, that you've just continued to have thought about and said, out of all of them, this one stands out?
Well, obviously, most people know me from The Highlander, and, that really was, for me, the pinnacle of all of them, purely and simply because of the ability to not do the same thing every week. Unlike a lot of shows today that are procedural shows, in other words, there is a formula, and the person that comes in is the story, rather than the story being the main characters changing all the time and going to different situations. On Highlander, we would be going from Scotland to Paris to Japan. Each week we'd be doing another type of location, obviously only filmed in Vancouver and Paris, but the change of the character through 4 centuries was always very interesting as an actor to portray.
Amazing. And you could reach Adrian Paul by going to swordexperience.com. You can also go to Eliances.com. We'll have his information, his website up there at Eliances.com. Now, what point did you know that you were going to be doing acting, and be so successful? I mean, I guess the thing is that, what point in your life did you say, this is what I'm going to be doing full time? When did you know?
I'll be honest. I did acting when I was a kid. I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I was a kid. When I was 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, I really didn't know. I played soccer. I worked in a bank. I worked as a custom pricing assistant in a marketing in a pharmaceutical company. I did a lot of different things, but I always wanted to be in the arts in a sense. And the first time I really started acting, I was on stage. I used to dance, and I was on stage, and I did mime and different things like that. People said, you should be on stage. You should. So I started studying as an actor, and the first real time that it really stuck in my gut was at an acting class by a gentleman called Roy London, who's passed now. He taught a lot of very big actors, Brad Pitt, Helen Hunt, a lot of very big actors today. And I remember seeing in the scene, and what the process was and what it was really connected to me. And I said, this is what I have to do.
And we have Adrian Paul. You could reach him at swordexperience.com. He was the TV series Highlander. He was the lead actor. And you're listening to Eliances Heroes on Money Radio AM 1510 and FM 99.3. Are you a hero? Go to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. This is the place where entrepreneurs align. Now, Adrian, many people act different ways in different settings, but as an actor, you have to have an incredible imagination. You've been so successful as one. How have you found it the best way to prepare for a role?
An acting teacher once said to me that you as a person will change as you change as an actor, and you will change as an actor as you change as a person. And by that I mean your life lessons throughout your life affect your acting ability. So you pick things from your life and your experiences that allow you to transfer that into an acting role. But I really do believe, and I work hard at what I do. I make sure that I do a lot of research as an actor, as well as a producer and a director. I mean, that has moved on now. This is what I do, and dealing with funding and those things, you have to be as creative as you are as an actor, but you have to look at a different side of your brain to really look at the business side of things.
Now, tell me about Sword Experience. I mean, I've been to the website, absolutely cool, but share with our listeners. We've got a lot of listeners right now, and they want to know, what is the Sword Experience?
Well, it's exactly that. It's an experience. With the advent of so many different TV shows, people have asked me so many times, can you do a video? Can you, do some sort of teaching thing? And I wasn't really prepared for that at that time. And now with all the advent of so many different shows and the ability to take people into a different place, nobody has really done something where they take people on a movie set and show them what it's like to the difference between real fighting or real sword fighting and movie fighting, and to put them into a set location. So we take people, we give them an idea of a sword fight that they might have seen on TV or in film, and we kind of create a space where they can actually recreate that fight. Our first one was at a winery. Our second one was at a fantastic loft area. We have another one we're recreating at a con, for instance, where we'll be recreating possibly Into the Badlands, or a very post-apocalyptic type of feeling. So you get that type of experience. But the other thing that we kind of found is it's a real good team building type of exercise, because people rotate through different things, and you have to really respect the partner that you're dealing with. If they are not as experienced as you, or or more experienced, you have to adjust. Therefore, it builds friendships, it builds teamwork, and that's where we're going to be taking it later on, is the companies to sort of put their as a team building project, as well as a fantasy project for fans of the movie and television industries.
Now, you're an actor, you're a director, producer, you're a father, you've got 2 children. I got to ask you, we got just a little less than a minute left here, is maybe in a couple words, is advice for others on how to live such a fulfilling life like you have yourself. You have to put it into compartments. I have my Peace Fund as well, which is Protect, Educate, Aid Children Everywhere, that I deal with all the time. I have my radio show, Peace Fund Radio, but I have to make sure that I have time for each one of those things. And I think that's important to understand, is if you have a very busy life, and I do believe that you fulfill yourself in many different ways
whether it is artistically or whether it is spiritually or emotionally, you have to pick those things and put those things in the different parts of your day or your month.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate your time today, Adrian Paul. You can reach him at swordexperience.com. You can also go to Eliances.com. And thank you to Christine Jeffries, known as Glue, from LoopyDocs.com for producing the Eliances Heroes Show. An incredible morning it has been, and when you tune in next Thursday at 9 a.m., you are going to hear amazing stories from some incredible people like who we've had on this morning. Thank you again, David Kogan with Eliances.
You have been listening to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups. To present your superpower, visit www.Eliances.com. To unmask Eliances heroes' secret identities, be sure to tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. right here on Money Radio 1510 and 99.3 FM.